So this is the tax perfect retirement. So we've got 3 different buckets, and this is across the board. Everybody's doing it. Before tax, this is like 401ks, traditional IRAs, 403bs. A lot of teachers don't even know that their 403bs will be taxed eventually. After tax, we're looking at Roth IRA, looking at real estate, and then we've got never taxed. And this is what we're talking about when it comes to some of the insurance policies that we sell. So this is usually a whole life or custom whole life. Now, usually if somebody's going to be putting into between 10 and 30% of their income, we're going to want to divvy that up into these 3 buckets.
Okay.
So usually if I'm going to say, okay, I've got $1,000 a month to save, I'm going to usually say, okay, let's put, a little over 300 in here, a little over 300 in here, and a little over 300 in here. Now, why do I do that? Well, there's 2 reasons: market and taxes. Now, in the 1920s and 1980s, depending on how much you were making, taxes could go as high up as 80 to 90%. So if I had, $1 million, didn't really mean anything if I was really only going to get 10,000 of that because of taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So here, now same thing with the market, right? So if I'm starting in the, I know it's so weird to say 1920s now that we're already hitting 2020, but there's been so many other dips and lows over the time. Even in the 1980s, we hit a couple drops, 2008, right? So where are we going to retire? Are we retiring in one of these years? Are we retiring in one of these years? Nobody knows, right? Over time, the market usually goes up. But if we're going to retire this year and it's a low, we don't have 5 years to wait to hit a high. Same thing to go for the taxes. Now, hopefully that 330 is going to compound and I'm going to have, $1 million at retirement. Hopefully, the after tax is going to welcome me in my investments. Real estate's going to go well and everything's going to be good. But if it's not, the 3rd bucket gives me that 5 to 8% or more gradually going up. It's never not going to go up. This is the only guaranteed and it's the only never taxed money that we'll ever have. So one isn't better than the rest, but this is the tax perfect retirement, so that just in case the taxes and the market aren't good, we've got this 3rd bucket to go with.